Canary Quilts, and this is the third week of the 30 Days of Improv Quilt-Along. This is not my quilt-along. This is a quilt-along being hosted by Shannon Fraser Designs and Broadcloth Studio, and I'll have their information in the description down below, so you can check them out and see if you want to do it with them. I've already done week 1, which was stripes. Week 2 was L shapes, which was new to me. And then this week is, if you can't guess already, triangles. So basically they just kind of give you guidelines for each day. Like the first day is just, work with triangles. The second day is try to work with smaller. Third is slice and dice, make your block, slice it up, see what you get. Fourth is wonky, and fifth is wild card. So that's what I've done here. I find it fun to watch, to see blocks and you don't know how they go together, and to watch someone put them together to see how it comes out. So I hope you have fun with it too, to see my process. As I've said in the other 2 weeks, you can't really talk through your process because the fabrics and the shapes kind of guide you through it as you go. You can kind of maybe have an idea what you want in the end, but you gotta follow the lines, I guess, or create the lines. But anyway, I'm just gonna kind of walk you through real quick. I'm gonna do a fast forward of my process, and you can watch it and see what I did for each day of the 30 Days of Improv Quilt-Along. You can hit the subscribe button, notification bell, and stick around and watch the 4th week. I'm gonna have this little paper piece beauty behind me up pretty soon, and I got lots of other fun stuff. So let me show you what I did. All right, week 3, we have got what is called leaning into angles, triangles. And she tells you about the isosceles, equilateral, scalene, obtuse, acute, right? And on our first day, we are focusing on getting comfortable with cutting triangles, which is always the first day. Gotta get comfortable. It's always, it's always uncomfortable at first. I'm using these jelly rolls, this jelly roll, and so that's probably gonna limit me with triangles. It might be easier if I could cut maybe something bigger at first, but this is how I'm going. I'm gonna roll with it. I have to remember also that not every shape I cut has to be a triangle. I can make things into triangles too. So we did triangles last year, and I remember working, it seemed to be, I just worked really small for some reason. So I'm going to try to work a little bigger, even though I am limited by my jelly roll size. So anyway, let's get started. Always scary the first day. It's always scary the first day. Right, there we go. Started with a couple triangles here, added some strips, added a triangle, and as you can see, it really started to get big on me, which is fine. I've got all this for scraps now that I can use in the next block, because the next day I believe is working with smaller shapes. So look at all those little tiny triangles, although those would get lost in seams. I didn't really go with the color scheme. I just started grabbing, and I like it. I think it looks pretty cool. What do you think? All right, today they say zoom in on the triangle details and play with a smaller scale. So maybe we should start with that little guy right there. There we go. I don't know if that's a smaller scale. I do have small pieces in there. I kind of did start with the small pieces. These were already made. This kind of shape just organically kind of came out. I put this one on and I ended up cutting it in a triangle and had the exact same thing left pretty much, and put it on the other side and I was like, I am running with that right there. But yeah, that turned out pretty cool too. I like that. Alright, today is slice and dice day. I think I'm going to try to go bigger with my pieces, my triangles, and then, because when I slice them up they're going to get smaller. That's my goal. Let's see how I do. my slice and dice. So I started with strips. I cut those into triangles, and then I just started reassembling those triangles. And then I decided to frame it out. And then when I decided to cut it, I put it in an angle, which gave me some triangles here. So there you go, my slice and dice day. It's pretty cool. That one seemed a little more challenging, I guess, but still not very hard. It's just fun. It's just doing whatever you want. That's what's so fun about it. Picking whatever colors you want, doing whatever you want. All right, today is leaning into the wonk by using scalene and obtuse triangles. So if you remember from geometry class way back, scalene is none of the sides are the same length, and obtuse is the largest angle is greater than 90 degrees, which I'm going to be honest, I've already been doing. So I guess the next 2 days are kind of going to be wild cards, but for sure today I will try not to cut any right angles or small angles. How about that? Even though I think an obtuse has small angles in it. All right, well, let's get started. Well, there's my lean into the wonk. I don't think I did very good on that, but I still like the block. For some reason I tended to want to go to like right angles, but I think this is the most maybe obtuse that I have. I think they're all scalenes anyway, for the most part, but there you go. That is the lean into the wonk. Next is wild card. Do whatever you want day. All right, day 5, lean, or not lean, do whatever you want day. Wild card. Let's see. There's a triangle. Why don't we just start with that? there you go. That's my wild card. I think I probably leaned more into the wonk on that one than I did yesterday. It just, it's fun. I don't know that it gets harder each week. It just gets more challenging and what you have to think about. And let's take this out. What you have to think about, how you have to put your shapes together. You know, you have to stay inside of the constraints of the shape. Put all my pieces over there. And just work with that. So that is fun. That really is fun. That's all I think about when I'm working on it. I mean, you're not thinking about the rest of the day or things you got to do or stresses of life. You're just thinking about this. And it really is a lot of fun. I really like those colors. They turned out nice. So there you go. That is week 3 of the 30 days of improv. And this was triangles this week. And I'm pretty sure we're going to do curves next week, but not sure. We'll see when it comes. But if you want to keep up with this for the last week, hit the subscribe button, notification bell. You'll get notified of this and all the other fun stuff we got coming up here. And boy, I had a lot of fun doing this. I really did. I did last year, and I'm going to look forward to doing it next year. But I had a lot of fun making the video too, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.